Just wanna be alone with you. Just wanna be alone with you.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back. It's Dylan, and today I want to do a quick little hair tutorial because I have not done one for some time now, but mainly because I finally got a haircut, if you did not notice already. And there's like two most satisfying things to me. Like, one is when you get a really good haircut, like that has like a really nice fade to it. Also two, when you get a really good haircut for like a really good price. So when those two things happen, it's like the stars have aligned and like the world's a good place. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, I got a haircut. It's not exactly what I wanted, and honestly, it took a long time to get there because this new barber I was trying was like trying to put his own twist on it, and I was like, no, just stick to the picture that I want. But anyways, it came out to this, and it didn't turn out as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I find this hairstyle is really good for spring and summer because when we go into the hotter weather, the shorter the hair, the better I find, especially if you're like me and you hate things touching your face in the heat. So that's really good. But also too, a really big hair trend right now has been like that shorter hair, and from going to like a crew cut or like even a French cut, those are really big right now. And I find this one's really nice because there's a lot of texture to it, which gives it that beachy feel to it. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing you want to do after getting out of the shower and towel drying your hair is get a nickel or dime size amount of the Aveda grooming clay and rub that through your hair while it's still damp. And honestly guys, this grooming clay is by far the best grooming clay I've ever used to date. I highly recommend it and suggest it just because it has a nice feel, it's not too sticky, not too hard to rub in, it has a nice smell, but also I love what it does to my hair. It leaves it with a nice matte finish, so highly recommend this one. But anyways, just be sure not to use too much clay at the beginning because when your hair does dry, the clay can get a little sticky if you use too much of it, and you just won't be able to work with your hair. Anyways, moving on, so what I do after that is get a sea salt spray and add that to my hair while it's still damp just to add some extra texture to it. So I didn't show the exact brand of the sea salt spray I'm using because I'm not the happiest with it, but any sea salt spray will work. And then to add some extra volume to my hair, I go in with the Kevin Murphy Powder Puff Volumizing Powder. You don't have to use this exact same volumizing powder. I know American Crew has some, and that works just as good, so any volumizing powder will work. And then after adding in those two products, I like to rub it around my hair so it's evenly distributed. And then finally get your blow dryer out, and this is where you're going to add a lot of texture to your hair. I know I've been saying a lot about texture, but that's what I really like about this hairstyle. So when blow drying my hair, I like to add the angled tip onto my blow dryer so it gives it a little bit more direction and control where I'm blowing my hair. So the way I use the blow dryer to add a lot of texture to my hair is by blow drying my hair to one side of my head, and then after doing that, I blow dry to the opposite side, and what that will do is give it some texture but also add some volume to it as well. So if you want to get this exact hairstyle, what I recommend doing is blow drying down and towards your face. Also remember too, for the top of your hair, just be sure not to use any combs. Just try to use your fingers as much as possible because again, that's what adds the texture. So after blow drying your hair in the direction that you want, this is actually where you go in with your brushes, and the two brushes I recommend to use for this hairstyle here is a bristle brush and a small rounded brush. So to get that coif in the front of your hair, what I recommend doing is going with your rounded brush and your blow dryer, and in an almost curling and upward motion. You just want to keep blow drying like so. So after you've gotten the initial coif down and you've added some volume to the front of your hair, what you want to do after that is get a nickel or dime size. I know I keep using that as a measurement size, but it really depends on how much hair you have, of the Aveda grooming clay once again, and rub that into your dry hair. So after you rub the clay throughout and you no longer see any more of the white from the clay, what you want to do is add some actual style back to your hair. And honestly, this part is up to you really. It doesn't matter how I do it. It's honestly what makes you feel comfortable with your hair. So kind of play around with it and see what happens. So what I like to do is run my fingers through the front of my hair and kind of mess it up just a little bit so it has that natural, messy look to it. So once you've gotten the style down to your hair and you are happy with it, you want to lock it in. So what I've been using is the Kenra Volume Spray Super Hold, and it comes in different holds, but I like Super Hold because once I put a lot of time and effort in getting this hairstyle, I don't want it to be messed up throughout the day from the wind or whatever happens, so I use the Super Hold for those reasons. And once you've done that, you are done. I hope you guys enjoyed that hair tutorial. If you did, go give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to go hit that bell notification button so you actually get notified when I post videos. Yeah, see ya.
the same old thing that keeps me around. And if you wanna come around, baby, it's cool. And if you wanna